Everyone, I'm Katie Evans, owner and lead agent of the Living 48 real estate team here in Arizona. Welcome back to our August 2024 Arizona real estate market review. We are going to be talking about all the numbers that happened in August, kind of where we see things going, how the trends are running. This is a longer form video. So if you're interested in knowing what's happening in the Arizona real estate market, you are in the right place. All right, everyone, let's jump right in. You guys, we have a lot to talk about. The changes that came from the NAR settlement, National Association of Realtors settlement, that I've been talking about for a while now, are in full swing. There are changes happening for both buyers and sellers on how real estate is getting done throughout the country. This is not an Arizona thing. However, it does have some Arizona nuances for us here in Arizona. But this is a nationwide thing that are changing a lot of our real estate practices. Some of that is being reflected in the numbers. Some of the numbers are showing us, hey, we're in an election year. This is kind of what happens in an election year. Like there's a lot going on, and numbers tell a story. So let's jump right in and let's talk about our factoids. And then I am going to we'll talk about some of the other things that we're seeing as well. So let's get this part going. All right, you guys should be looking at the August 2024 factoids, and let's just review these numbers really quick. So on our left side, you will see the supply and inventory numbers. Supply, again, just as a reminder, is calculated on a monthly basis, and inventory is an annual number. So when those two numbers are pretty close in alignment, it means that it's been like a whole year of they've been in alignment. All right, so that's kind of what's going on right now. So right now, we saw a jump up in supply, a pretty hefty jump up in supply from from July to August. And that was, we went from 3 months to about 3.5 months worth of supply. That means if nothing else came on the market, how long would it take us based on annual, like how things are trending right now? How long would it take us to sell off everything that was available? 3.5 months right now. So still very low for the state of Arizona. We'll talk about some specific numbers in a minute, but we did see an increase in the amount of homes that are available for sale. You see that also reflected in the inventory number again, which is an annual number. Active days on market, we went up from 82 days to 83 days. Again, this is a number that I want people to be honing in on because, sorry, I raised my hand. Thanks, Zoom. We don't need to raise my hand. But if we look at, I don't know how to turn that off. You guys might just get my hand raised the entire time. I apologize. If we look at that number, basically what I want my sellers to understand is we're no longer in a market where you're going to expect your house to sell that first weekend. You need to plan. We need to back it out. We need to know what's the goal, what's the date, what are the timelines, and those timelines are not going to be anymore. Now, again, all real estate is hyper local. So your home, your price point, your neighborhood, your area, it might not be 83 days, but these numbers are across the Arizona MLS board. So that is something that I want you to understand is, yeah, we're not moving as quickly as we were. And I think everybody needs to be really, really clear on that, okay? Close days on market, again, that number went up as well. We went from 67 days to 71 days. So again, that's just another supporting of what I just said. Now, if we go over to the right-hand side, we're looking at our active price per square foot. Now, this is not properties that are under contract. This is not properties that are any of those kind of things. So, yeah, want you to understand that what I actually really like about that is that I feel like sellers are coming into reality, because you'll see when that number goes down and then you look at our sold price per square foot, I want that to come closer together, because really what that is people are being a little unreasonable about where they want to list, and we are seeing a ton of price reductions right now. I believe 40% of all of the listings out there, active listings out there right now, are doing price reductions with a median price reduction of $10,000. Okay, so that's why those numbers bother me just a little bit. And I'm glad to see that top one come down. That's not bad to me. So just that's why that number is red and that's why it came down. And actually, it is a good thing. Now, our sold price per square foot. You guys, this one is in gold because it is a all-time high record. Okay, so Arizona real estate market, are we crashing? Nope, not crashing. Crashing. We are coming into a much more balanced market, much more reasonable market, but there's no crash on the horizon. And I know there's a lot of people who've been holding out to wait and see what's going to happen. And we're going to have that conversation around interest rates and affordability and all that a little further on in this video. So our average sold price, remember how you might have to go back and remind yourself how we figure out averages and medians. They're very different, but this speaks to the affordability and the price point here in Arizona. So average sold in August was 579,263. That number is also affected by, luxury homes and those kind of numbers as well. So keep that in mind. However, our median sold is 440,000. Both of those numbers went up. But 440,000, that is the number that I want you to hone in on because that is the bread and butter of the Arizona real estate market right there. Okay. And if you look down over the median for the last 12 months, it's been pretty solid at that 440 number. So if you're thinking about buying a bread and butter type home here in Arizona, that's what you're going to expect to spend. And, if you're in a more desirable area, it's going to be more than that. So all of those kind of things, I just want you to understand that and just, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. I figured out how to lower my hand. All right. So let's just look at those bottom numbers really quick, and then we're going to launch into some more specifics. Our average sold price point in the last 12 months, again, we're still up at that 579 and change number. So again, that takes in, it's affected by the luxury market and all those kind of things. But here's what I want you to see. Appreciation. Over the last 12 months, across the board, again, we're averaging numbers and everything. We've seen 5.3% appreciation, healthy number. So glad to see it there. It's wonderful. And over the last 30 days, you've seen 3.3% appreciation. The prior month, you were still a little bit in the negative. So that is a really nice little jump as well. So guys, there's no crash. There's nothing coming that looks like that. So let's go ahead and I'm going to stop the share on this. So it's just going to be you and I, and we're going to chat. All right. So let's talk a little bit about, and sorry, you might get a glare in my glasses, but let's talk a little bit. So we talked about that supply number going up, and I do want to talk to you about that supply number going up because in the month of August, we saw our and we're talking just single family residences. So if you're thinking about, oh, well, a condo or a mobile home or anything like that, we're just talking single family residence at this point. We saw a 4% jump month over month in our single family residence active markets. So for sale, properties for sale. That was up 50% year over year. However, to put it in perspective, that was actually down 10% from 2022. So when I say these numbers are going up, we're still super low in inventory. So we're actually really glad to see some of these numbers going up. This puts us in a more healthy kind of healthy place in our real estate market. So while we are looking at right now, like active and coming soon, we're looking at 18,894 units, single family home units. We really historically should be somewhere closer to the 23,000 mark. So yeah, we're still under inventoried, if you will. Okay. And we saw August brought 8,357 new listings to the market. So that was up 18% month over month and about 13% year over year. So that is That's great. This August is still only the third highest listing month in the last 10 plus years. So that's great. We had all those properties come on, and it's not the highest and it's not the worst, and we're not flooding the market by any stretch. Okay. Under contract, September we started. So if we're looking at the end of August, 1st of September, we began it with 6,841 properties under contract. That is a 2% month over month increase, and that is down 7% year over year. Okay. So that is the lowest September start in the last 10 plus years, which usually we're seeing more like 8,500 properties under contract when we go from August to September. So that is it. Now, what we are seeing is our new builds right now are the ones that are in the MLS, which a lot of them are trying to get them there. We've got about 23% of our under contract properties. Those are new builds. So that's kind of you can see that the builders are helping to kind of alleviate some of the pain points. But again, where are the builders building? They're building on the outskirts, those kind of things. So they're helping with affordability, but they're also further out. And you need to be aware of that. Let's see, what else do I want to tell you? Ooh, more listings in August got canceled than in any other August since 2011. So what does that tell us? Well, I don't know all of the reasons that people cancel their listings, but sometimes they can't get the price that they want. They give up because the market's moving slower than they wanted. All those kind of things. So we do know that we are having longer days on market. And so because of that, they could be frustrated with their agent. Their agent didn't set proper expectations for them. Their agent hasn't been very good at communicating with them. All of those kind of things are reasons that people cancel their listings. So we did see, though, that August, we had over 1,700 properties cancel. And those that canceled, they averaged 92 days on market. Let's see. And they were in the upper echelon. So they were also closer to the $800,000 price point. So overpriced, maybe. Unwilling to budge, maybe. Bad agent, maybe. A lot of reasons. Our expireds were not any better. There were 616 listings that expired in August. And again, that is the most any month this year. So sellers, we got to figure out why your houses aren't selling, and we have to have proper expectations right now. The other number that I want to bring to your attention right now is that we have a 20% fallout rate, meaning you accept a contract, goes into inspections, goes into that, and it falls out. So 20% is a pretty high number. Now, not uncommon. It happens. I just had one happen the other day. We got it immediately put back under contract. But buyers are being a little bit more particular right now. They're hesitant. There are things that are scary out there. And because of that, they're making decisions kind of based on fear and based on other things. So that 20% number, again, doesn't surprise me a lot. But as a seller, you need to be prepared to deal with that if it comes your way. Okay. Don't be mad. It's a part of it right now. Okay, closed sales. If we're looking at the actual numbers, August had the fewest units in more than 10 years close. We did 5,267 closing, which puts 2024 on pace for just 69,849 closings if we keep the average of what we've been doing so far. So that is well below our normal average of 85,982 since 2021. So yeah, people, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it in the real estate market right now. People are moving because there is a reason to move. You may be very much like me, and you've got a great interest rate. Something in the twos, something in the threes, something in the fours, numbers that we may never ever see again in our lifetime. And why are you going to give up that number if you don't have to move? Then we've also got buyers that know that at one point those numbers existed, and they're preying upon all the predators that there are, that those numbers are going to come back. And in reality, we are actually in a healthy, kind of normal interest rate right now, historically. It doesn't feel like it because your dollar obviously does not go as far as it would, and every little tick down, every little interest rate point down makes the housing more affordable. And when we're looking at what our median housing price is right now at $440,000 as 7%, that's a hunk of change to chew on, right? So there are buyers that are still kind of holding out. Affordability is still an issue, and the houses are not there. The inventory is not there to help address any of that. And so, yeah, it kind of feels like we're at a stalemate, right? It does. It feels like we're at a stalemate just a little bit with the buyers and the sellers and the interest rates and all that kind of stuff. So, as far as like who's buying, who's doing what, 25% of all August resale closings were cash transactions, and only 17% of those were under the $250,000 mark. So, not necessarily cash investors, but again, what are cash investors doing? All that kind of stuff. So, yeah, that is kind of the stuff that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Yep, I'm kind of thinking that is it. So, as you're talking to your realtor, as you're talking to our team, as you're talking to people out there, the question is, what is normal? What is normal? I don't know that we know what normal is. The past decade in Arizona, we have had amazing highs, we have had amazing lows. And I think for the first time, we're starting to come into what like statistically is normal, and it feels really off to everybody. So again, I do want to talk to you about the fact that if you look, and let me share these factoids one more time with you, just so that we're looking at this again. If you look at the median sell price right now, this number continues to go up. Okay. Your sold price per square foot is at an all-time high. Arizona real estate market is healthy right now. We are not going to see a crash. So if your idea is, I'm just going to hold out, I'm going to wait until interest rates drop. The interest rates may come down, but the house prices continue to go up. Where's the delta? Where are you gonna come out the winner? So if you look at it this way, prices are here right now, interest rates move around. Okay. We lock in this right here. If this moves from here to here, you refinance. All right. If you wait, it is my firm belief that you're gonna miss, and it's just gonna become more expensive, or you really won't have saved any money because the house of the cost of the house continues to go up, and then you lost time to build equity. So my professional opinion, it's worth what you pay for it. My professional opinion is that waiting is not a good strategy. That if you are prepared, that you go ahead and you do it. And then if and when interest rates come down, then you refinance and you take advantage of that. So a lot of us that have these great interest rates, that's not where we started. We started at higher interest rates, and when that opportunity presented itself to us, we refinanced and took advantage of that opportunity. So that is the lesson I'm going to try and preach to y'all over the next little while is, yeah, I know it's scary. It's an election year, but remember, when the bunch of the population zigs, you probably want to zag. That's where opportunity is. So in an election cycle year, a lot of people say, let's just wait and see. Historically, it has not really affected home values at all. In fact, what we see is this like slowdown during the election cycle process, where everybody's like, let's wait and see, let's wait and see, let's wait and see. So from October through December, we have less closings than normal. And then in January and February, all of those closings that we normally would have seen in those months, they make up for it in those months. So don't wait and see. You're going to have less competition during that October, November period, December period. Don't wait and see, because when we get to January, February, you're going to have more competition. Prices will probably actually go up because of it. So If I can be of any assistance to you, if you have any questions, if there's something specific that I didn't answer for you, please reach out to us. You guys, we are here to be a resource for you, trying to explain things for you, help you walk through this new buying and selling real estate process that we have, not just in Arizona, but across the country. We're here to do that with you. So let us advise, let us support, let us guide. We're here to be that for you. So as always, please watch this video, share it with those that you know. If you need us, you can reach me directly at 480-415-1341. Bunch of resources on our website, www.living48realestate.com. And please, if you haven't already, give us a like, give us a follow, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next month on our Arizona Real Estate Review.